All right, cool, cool. It's cold. Yeah. Well, it's not that cold anymore, but I'll just keep it. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh, I forgot. I gotta pause it and write the problem down. Hold on. Let's do this, guys. Here we go. You guys ready? Math time, math time, math time. All right, let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. Here we go. So if you want to go ahead and do the problem by yourself, go ahead, do it by yourself by all means, because you know how to do this. But if you're still struggling, just follow me. All right, follow me, follow me. So here we go. So what's the first thing we do? We're gonna go ahead and draw that line because there's a what? There's an equal sign. So go ahead and draw that line right there. Bam. You got it? So what do we do? Why did we do that? We did that because we separated everything, right? We're separating everything, the left versus the right. Bam. So now what do you want to do? You want to do the left side or the right? It doesn't matter, guys. Just pick a side. Which side do you want? Which side? Nimsi. Which side do you want to work on? The left or the right? Left or right? Type it in if your speaker doesn't work. Red? No, there's no red. Oh, left. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. What? Left? Okay, left. Oh man, covering my ears. See. All right, so we're gonna do the left sides, right? So what do we see? We see a parentheses, right? I always told you, take care of the parentheses, right? So there's a plus something times, so it's a plus one. So this is a literal distributive property, right? A multiplication. So now positive times negative is negative. 1 times 3x is 3x. See, that's all we did. Simple. Now, what do we do with the 5x minus 2? So if I call Denise, what is Denise going to say? What we do with the 5x and the minus 2? We bring them down. Right. And Denise is correct. Bring them down. See? Because we didn't do anything. You didn't touch it. All right. So now we combine like terms. The T. Okay. So I'm going to cover this side. So then if I ask Ethan, what am I going to combine? What am I going to combine on the left side, Ethan? I got 5x minus 3x. Which gives you what? 2x. 2x. Very good. 2. Oh, wow. That was very slow, but good. 2x what? And then what do we do with the minus 2? Bring it down. And then we put the equal sign. Got it? Now, can I put that and say, hey, that's a 0? No, 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 because that doesn't have an x or it's not a number. It's not 2 take away 2. It's 2x, so you leave it alone, all right? All right. Now, if you did the T chart, it was going to look like this. Positive wins by 2x because you subtract, all right? Now, we're going to go to the right side, all right? Very good. So now, do you see a parentheses? So if I ask George, George, do you see a parentheses? What is George going to say? Do I see a parentheses? No, okay. I think he left. All right, cool. Well, so then how about Leah? Leah, do we have a parentheses? No, right there. So there's no parentheses, so there's no multiplication. So now let's just combine like terms. So Leonard, what am I going to combine? What am I going to circle first? 6x, negative 6x. Correct. And negative 4x. So remember, combine like terms, the T chart. Okay, so here we go with the T chart. And what's your answer, Leonard? Negative 6x plus a negative 4x is what? Negative what? Negative 10x because they're on the same side, right? And we've been doing that for like 8 weeks, right? But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, all right? So then we do the 20 plus 2. So Mariah, what's 20 plus 2? 22, yeah, 22. So then we have this equal. So now I'm going to go ahead and just drop it down. Now, this is what we're going to work on now. Okay, so remember what we did first. I'm going to show you. Remember, last week we did this. 2x plus 5 equals like 9, right? And then here's the x, and then we took away the 5 by subtracting 4. That's when we take away, that means 0. That's the number 0. And what we do on one side, we do on the other. You guys remember that? And then we divide on this side because I want my giant invisible 1, and that's your 1, right? So now here's the next level. What if now there's variables on both sides? Okay. So the first thing, here's a hint, all right? When I learned in high school, take care of the variables first. But there's so many different ways you could do it. You don't have to, but remember to do the T chart, okay? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do this problem, but we're going to do it like 6 different ways. And you're like, what? So we could do it 6 different ways? Yes, you could do it 6 different ways, maybe 7. There's like 10 different ways if you get stuck. So we're going to go ahead and do it, all right? And you're going to see, that you get the same answer, all right, as long as you do the same thing over and over. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we got 2x minus 2 equals negative 10x plus 22. So write that twice, all right? So go ahead and write that twice. Go ahead and write that twice. Here we go. Come on. Go ahead and write it twice. Go ahead. Write it twice. Come on, come on. Oh, man. I sound like them, right? Didn't I have the same voice? No? Okay, here we go. Whatever. All right. All right, mister. Just teach. Sorry. Hey, just trying to make it fun a little bit. Jeez. Sorry. Ah, don't, just teach. Okay. Go ahead. All right. So what do we do first, guys? Oh man. So we draw the line, okay? So remember what we did. Where is it? We did the arrow, right? We do the numbers. But what I'm telling you is when you have my stomach, I got a little pain right here. So when you have variables on both sides, take care of the number, the term with the variables. Take care of that first, right? Do 0 pairs. So we're gonna do it like 5 different ways. So you're gonna see that we're gonna get the same answer. All right. So let's take care of, because I always like taking care of the smallest number with the variable. So I have 2x and the minus 10x, right? So I'm gonna throw this to the other side, but I can't just throw it. I have to make it a 0. So I got to make it a 0, and that makes it gone, right? So what I do, because that's a 0, because if I put negative 10, then that's a negative 20. So remember, it has to be the opposite, all right? So if I add 10x, I have to add 10x to both sides, all right? Now, so make sure you're doing it this way. Some of you guys, I noticed your work that it's from the internet. Don't use the internet to do the work because then you're not doing my work. And I'm like, wait, I don't even get that. Some of you guys are doing that, and that's not no. All right, you have to do it this way. All right, because then otherwise you should be in calculus. The way you're like what? Wow, I can't even do it that way. All right, so here we go. So 2x plus 10x is what? What do we get, Matthew? What's 2x plus 10x? 12x. And then what do we do with the minus 2? You just bring it down. All right, and then this is a 0, right? And then we bring down also the 22. So now you have it like this, right? You have it in this way. So now look at, see, you took care of the x's. So now I'm going to go ahead and take care of what am I going to get out? And see again. Pew! So you throw one missile and then you got to get another missile, right? Or it's like fireworks, one family throws one and another family. So you got to zigzag, right? So here we add 2 because negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Okay, so then what happens right here? Let's see, let me pick on Natalie. What happens with the 12x? Natalie, you're there or no? No, no, just checked in and leave. There should be an acronym for check, sign in, leave. The SILs, the sign in, leave. Oh man.
Make sure that you call me.
No, I didn't. But since you're there, okay. What happens to 12x? What did I do? Drop it?
You dropped it down.
All right. Okay. Leah, you got it? Or did she type something in? Let me see. Did Natalie type? No. Oh, it's okay. Oh, you by accident. No worries. So George, okay. George, what's 22 plus 2 right here? 24, right? So what's the last step we do when they're together? You got to divide it, all right? You got to divide it. So because here's your x, and I want the invisible one, right? The invisible one, that's why I have to divide this by 12 because there's your 1, right? But we normally don't write 1, right? So we divide, and 24 divided by 12 is 2, okay? So that's one way, all right? So go ahead and write it. Go. Got it? Come on, guys. All right. All right. So now continuing, right? Let's draw the line. Here we go. All right, there we go. So we got x on both sides, right? We got x's on both sides. So we got x's, and we said we're going to get rid of the what? The 2x. We're going to throw the arrow this way. See that? So now what do I need? If I have a 2x, okay, what do I need? What do I need? Let's see, Philip. What would I need? Philip, what do I need? How do I make it 0? It's a positive 2x.
Yeah, negative 2x.
Very good, Philip. Because what I do on right, do I put it under the 22 or the negative 10x?
Under the negative 10 because that's an x.
Very good. Nice. See? So now what drops down? Negative 2 equals. Now careful, you have to do the t-chart because a lot of you kids say, oh, that's positive. We're not multiplying. We're done with multiplying. We have to do t-chart. So negative 10x, negative 2x, that's what? Negative 12x. Bring down the 22. See that? So now my variables on this side now. Let's make it fun. Let's get all the ammunition ready. Ready? And we gotta throw the what first? Now we gotta throw the what? We gotta throw the 22. Right? But we can't throw it. We need to like light it, right? So it's I don't know, just create it and make it fun. I don't know. So we got to put a negative 22, right? And then it goes to the other side, right? See that? And it's the same thing. You're just going. All right. So again, you have to do t-chart. -2, -22, and Precious. What would be your answer for that when I do -22 plus a -22? What would be my answer? Positive or negative? Precious? Hello? You step out? Check in, step out? Ricardo, what about Ricardo? Let me call Precious at home. Ricardo, what do we get, Ricardo?
-24.
Right, -24 equals what drops down? The -12x. Very good. Now I want the x on this side, but with the 1, right? The invisible 1. So now I have to divide it by -12. It has to be the same, both sides. So now that's my 1 equals. Now what's negative divided by negative? Positive. 24 divided by 12 is now 2. So now you have 2 equal x. So look at that. All right, so let me pause the video. All right, let's Pause the video and then look at both answers, all right? Record it. All right, so now remember, what did we do first? We did the x's, right? Now, what if you're like one day you're like, oh, I'm gonna do the numbers. Let's try it out, all right? So you can't add these two, right? You have x's, and let's say you're like, you know what? I'm gonna take away because I'm so used to doing this. Let me do the number, right? You're so used to doing the number. Okay. So which number? Let's get rid of the what? The -2, right? Let's do that, right? So let's go ahead. All right. And then I'm going to take it away. All right. So take it away. And let's see. Precious, are you back? Precious, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We missed you. We missed you. I was calling you earlier. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing, so I hope you're. Hold on. Okay. So, so do you see? We're gonna take away the -2. Do you see that? Now, how do I make it? How do I make it 0? I can't just put -2. I gotta put what? Yeah, I have to put positive because then that's a 0. +2 on both sides, right? Yeah, and then you throw it to the other side. Now bring everything down. Like some kids want to do everything on the same line. Don't, because there's a chance of you getting it wrong. So now what comes down, Precious, since you were absent for a little bit, what comes down? 2x equals?
10x?
Yeah, -10x. And then do this. What's 22 plus 2?
24.
24. All right, very good. Okay, so for the most part, what do we do here? So now this is where some kids get confused. Hold on, guys. I think there's a call. Someone's calling. So let me stop the video. Someone's knocking at my door. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to do that. Do not disturb class in session. All right, so here we go. So now, this is where a lot of kids get confused because they see X's on both sides. All right, this is right here. They're like, and this is what they're going to do. Okay, they're going to put an equals. So what do you do? Well, remember the term with the variable has to be on one side. Now, so what happens here? Sometimes a kid's going to take this out and they're going to put -2x, which is fine. That's okay, right? But this is what they're going to do. They're going to put -10x, and then they're going to put the equal sign because there's nothing over here, and then they're going to put 24. But remember, where should the equal sign be? Where should it be? Should it be outside the line? No, that's why we draw the line. It should be where? Where? Someone. Natalie, are you back? Where are you, Natalie? Where should it be? It should be on the Natalie? Natalie? No? Oh man. Natalie. No, it should be on the line. Okay, so this should be what it is. It's not equals 24. Don't do that. It should be a positive 24, guys. So positive 24. A lot of kids like to do that. Don't do that. So, but what number is on this side? Anybody? What number am I going to put on this side? What am I going to put? What do you think? What's 2x minus 2? Mariah? Matthew? Leah? Anybody? What am I going to put?
For the last time, Miranda?
What am I going to put right here?
Can you put x and draw what?
What's 2x take away 2x?
Oh, is this x?
If
Oh,
I,
wait. We said 2x?
if I have 2 apples and I take away 2 apples, how many apples?
No apples.
So what's my answer?
0.
0. So you have to put a 0, guys. A lot of kids don't do that. But you can still do it. But then you got to do one extra work. See how you did the missile? You threw the missile over there, and then you threw another missile the same way. You should have done another missile the other way. But it's okay. It's okay. You just have to throw another one going back, right? So what am I going to take out? Now, it doesn't matter what you take out because the other side's 0, right? So what do you want to take out? Well, mister, can I do the -10x? Yeah. So throw it over here, and it's going to be 10x. Oh, sorry, not 10x. Oh, I messed up. Oh, sorry, I put -2x. I messed up right there. This should have been -12x. right? Negative 12x. I didn't do, sorry, I caught my mistake. So this is 12x, right? So now you have 12x equals 24. Now, oh man, I was stuck. Now I could divide. Whew. Whoa, now I could see. When you get stuck, don't forget, you have to throw it to the other side, all right? So that's the thing, all right? And that's the key here, because when I was in high school, I was doing that on my own. The teacher didn't teach me that way. Oh, I have to throw one and then throw one the other way, right? But if I threw it on the same way, oh, I got to throw another one back, all right? So now I could divide by what? 12. And what's your answer? Again, 2. See? I got the same answer. 2, 2, 2. See, look at that. 2, 2. See that? Bam. So they're all the same. So again, I'm trying to teach you that there's different ways to do it. Don't get stuck. But a lot of kids do this part right here, and then they don't put a zero. They put equals over here. So that's why we draw the line to make sure that the equal sign stays. But mister, there's nothing over here. Then you got to put zero. You just got to do an extra step. All right? So now, what if we did the same thing, but then we threw it to the other side? Watch this. All right. So now let's go ahead and do the same thing. Minus 2, I mean plus 2 plus 2. All right. Are you guys getting it a little bit? It's like, oh yeah, I'm getting it now. No?
Yeah.
You see? And the analogy of like throwing it, that makes it a little easier to understand. All right. So here I'm going to do a plus 2, okay, and a plus 2. All right. So we're going to do the same thing. Now this part we're going to do it different. All right. So this is going to be, what do we get? 2x equals negative 10x plus 22. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this negative 10x. See how I did the missile this way, arrow this way. Now I got to throw something over here. So I should only do this, right? Because there's an x here. So let's take out the negative 10x, right? Can I take out the 22? Yeah, but you're going to have to do more work, right? So you don't want to, some of you guys don't like doing work. So, but if you do, just do that line. So here we go. Plus 10x plus 10x. All right. All right, there we go. So now, let's see. Nimsi, what would I get on the left side? What do I get on this side when I combine 2x plus 10x? Nimsi. Nimsi? Oh, man. Check in, check out. That's the CICO. The CISO. Come on, guys. Where's Nimsi? Hmm. Yeah, I should get our notes from parents saying it's okay to do that. If they're okay, then I'm cool with it. But I don't think they're cool with that. All right, here we go. Who can we call on? Let's see. Here we go. Amanda. Let's go on top. Here we go. Amanda. Amanda. So what's this? What do you mean, what? How rude. What? We're in class.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like, Amanda, what? Oh, sorry. Hey. Oh, man. All right, so Amanda. Oh, my goodness. What's 2x plus 10x?
12x.
Very good.
12.
And then what's going to drop down? Amanda, what? Right. Oh, but see, what I did a mistake right here. What I do wrong? 22 plus 2, I didn't put 24.
Oh, 24.
Yeah, see, I made a mistake, right? And now I need the x, the invisible one, so I'm going to divide by 12 to get my 1. See that? So what's your answer? Again,
2.
you have 2 again. You see that? Nancy, sorry, I went to get water. Okay, I'm gonna go get water too. It's all right, Nimsy. I'm gonna call on you, Nimsy. All right. So you see how there's 4 different ways. You see how this was easier? One arrow and then one arrow the other way. This one was an arrow, and then because this was 0, you had to throw the other one the other way. All right. So you see how there's different ways to do it? Just make sure you do the arrows. All right, whatever. Okay. So is there another way, Mr. Randa, to do it? Yeah. So see how we took the -2? Now we're going to do -22. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Whoa. Woo. Hold on. I'm going to pause it. Pause it. Okay. All right. So now, Mr. Can you wait? Someone said something. Hold on. My hand is hurting from writing. It's only small numbers. Small numbers. You know. All right. Here we go. So now again, so remember, we're doing this, it's the same problem. It's the same problem, but we're just doing it different ways. And why am I doing this? Is because just to let you know that there's different ways, in case you get stuck, there's different ways to do it. All right. So let's go ahead and now see how there's variables on both sides, right? So now let's take away the 22. All right, let's take away the 22 and let's put -22 right there. Okay. See that? Okay, so Mariah, since your hands are hurting, what are we doing right now? What do we do? What do we do with the 2x? Yeah, bring it down. Now here is where people get confused because you're adding, remember, combined like terms. The -2 and the positive and the -21 gives you what? I mean 22 gives you what, Mariah? We're still with you. We're still with you. Gonna give me negative, right? Negative what? Very good. Good job. All right. And now, what do we drop over here? Okay. Let's see. Amanda, what do we drop right here? What do we do? We drop the what? Okay. So this is where some kids stop. Ah, I don't know what to do. You got to throw it, guys. Throw it. Which one do you want to throw? See, you threw this, but now you got to throw it the other way. All right, it's like, hey, throw it to me. Here, throw it back. It's like dodgeball. You throw it one, oh, you're gonna throw another one. All right, so which one do you want to throw? Well, you have an X over here. Throw the X. Get out of here. Right? So let's go ahead and throw it. But how do you throw it? How do you make it a zero? Anybody? Anybody? Ethan? Leonard? How do you make the 2x zero? I'm gonna throw the 2x. How do I make it zero? Anybody? Anybody? Come on, guys.
Do you make it negative?
Well, we don't make it. We add a -2x. Okay, so we add a -2x. All right, but I understand what you said. But we're adding. Okay, so because making it is just changing it to -2x. All right, so now that's a zero, right? Because why? Because you have a -2x and a 2x. That's a zero. So what comes down? Right? What comes down? The -24 equals then a t-chart again. All right? So -10x, -2x, and what do we get? Negative what? Negative, if you're doing it, we get -12x. Very good. Very good. Now, where's the x? Now I'm done. I can't throw anything anymore. Now I'm left with -12x. That's going to be a 1x, so now I have to divide by -12 because that's 1, right? So then I have to divide by -12. So what's negative divided by negative? Positive. And 24 divided by 12, or 12 times what is 24? It's 2, okay? So there you go. So 2 equals x, 1x. It doesn't matter. You see? So how many different ways did we do it? We did it like one, two, three, four, five. I mean, is there another way? Yeah, there's another way. If you make this a zero and then that. So there's different ways to do this. Just make sure that you're throwing one and throwing the other. If you catch yourself going this way twice, that means one side is zero. Okay, mister, what do you mean? Well, look, what if I threw away, let's go here. All right, let's go here. Okay, let's go here, Ricardo. Do it one two. Yeah, but the whole point is to let people, students, understand that don't get stuck. Once you do it, you do it. All right. Like some kids get stuck, and some of you guys already know, which is great. But what about the other kids that get stuck? We got to make sure we reach those kids too. So don't be selfish, right? So let's just do this one, and then we'll do our own problem. So remember, the first thing we did is we threw the positive 22 to the other side, and then we got this. All right, we got this is the same line, right? So now, what if I throw the negative 10x on that side, right? So how do you make it zero? Let's see, Natalie, how do you make it zero? Did Natalie return? No. How about Nimsi? Nimsi, how do we turn the negative 10x? How do we make it a zero? What do I have to add?
You add 10x on each side.
Yeah, a positive 10x. See that? So then you have 12x minus 24. And then this is where kids get confused, right? What I say, the equal has to be on the line. But what are you going to put over here on the right side? Anybody? Anybody? What are you going to put? Since there's nothing. Who? Philip, Ethan, Mariah. Anybody? What do we put? What do we put?
You put 10x.
Well, but what's negative 10x plus 10x? Well, do the t-chart.
0.
Yeah, that's a zero. So you got to put zero. See? So now I'm going to circle this. So now I got to get rid of, it doesn't matter which one you want to get rid of. Well, you know what? I want to keep the x here. I'll put plus 24 both sides. Right? So that's 0. So that's 12x equals 24. And then I'm almost done. Invisible 1. And then I divide by 12, which is 2. And see? And you get the same answer. So the whole point of this lesson today is, you know what? It doesn't matter, guys. Just do the T chart, throw it. See here? We threw it, but then we had to put another. So we had 3 throws. You just want to do 2 throws, okay? When there's variables on both sides, you just want to do 2 throws, all right? But if you do 3, that's fine. That means that there's a 0 somewhere, okay? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. I'm now gonna give you one problem, and again, you're gonna do it your own way. All right. So let me. If you know how to do it, just go on. All right, go on. I mean, don't leave. Just go on. All right. Here we go. If you need a little bit of help, go ahead, stay here. Here we go. All right. So now, what's the first thing I should be doing? Okay. Did Natalie show up? Is she here? Is she still here? No. Yes, she's gonna return at 110 when I start taking roll, huh? Not fair. It's not fair. So what do I do first? Parentheses, right? So we're gonna do the right side, the left side. All right. So what do I do? Okay, I'm gonna put a 1 right here, and I'm gonna do a little multiplication. All right. Everything else stays the same. Negative 3y minus 5y. Positive times negative is negative. 1 times 2 is 2. Right. Now what do I do? Combine like terms. So you see the negative 3y, that's going to be combined with what? So if I call Philip, what is it going to be combined with? Negative 3y with what? Philip, did you also go get water? Negative 3y plus a negative 5y. What do we get?
No, sir, I'm just writing it down. What's up?
Oh, you didn't hear my question? I said, what do we get? Negative 3y plus a negative 5y. That's what's up.
Sorry, 8y.
Negative. Don't forget the negative 8y. Right?
And drop the 2.
Negative 2. Very good. Okay. Negative 8y minus 2. That's it. You're done. Now you go to the right side. Now we got some multiplications here. We don't got distributive proper. Well, we do. We just got little ones, right? The little ones. So we got the negative 4 times the 2. And then we got this one times this one. So we got the little distributive property. But then negative 6 stays there. So what do we get here? Let's see. Ricardo, what do we get when we multiply these two here? Ricardo? Oh man, am I teaching the walls? What's happening, guys?
Get
What?
an 8.
Yeah, thank you. -8, and then keep going, Ricardo. What about here?
Another 8.
With the what letter?
Y.
Very good. Now, Ricardo, staying with Ricardo right here. I don't want you leaving.
Yeah.
What am
Middle
I?
finger right here. I got you.
Nice, thank you. What are we gonna combine?
-6 and 8.
-8, and what's that when I do the T chart?
14. -14.
-14. See that? Then don't forget the +8y.
Yep.
You see that? So now that's it, right? Don't do 6y, don't do all that stuff. So now you got to start throwing the muscles, right? Throwing the missiles, sorry, muscles. Rah! So what do you want to throw? What do you, it doesn't matter, guys. So Nimsi, which one you want to take care of first? Nimsi, what do you want to take care of first? What do you want to throw to one side? Nimsi, Nimsi? Which one? Which one?
I don't know.
Pick one. You got four.
-8y.
What? The negative? All right, yeah. Don't get scared. You want to throw the -8y? All right. So to make it 0, it has to be what? +8y, right? That's a 0. So let's go ahead and throw it. +8y. See, don't get scared, guys. Just commit, commit. So now what comes down? The -2 equals -14. Nothing happens. So Nimsi, what happens to the 8y plus 8y? What is that? What's 8y plus another 8y?
16y.
Yeah, 16y. So now I have the y by itself, right? So now it's good. But now, because Nimsi did that, now we got to get rid of the what? The -14, right? So how do I get rid of it? +14. +14. See that? +14. Because that's a 0. So then when I do the T chart, -2 plus 14, that's a positive what? +12 equals 16y. Right? Now what am I going to divide by? Ethan, what am I going to divide by, Ethan? I'm going to divide by what? It seems like a lot of you guys are not even here. I'm talking to like random people, like just a few of you guys, but majority are not here. What is it? What is Ethan, are you there?
Yeah, mister, am I here?
Oh man, see? I called you like 2 times.
My bad, I didn't hear you, mister. I was writing down my notes.
Oh, that's an excuse for everybody. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if that's true or not. You know? So here we go. So 16 divided by what? I mean, all of a sudden now you could hear me. So 16 divided by what, guys? 16 divided by?
Yeah, Ethan.
Ew, Ethan.
What am I dividing it by? 16, right? So that's your 1. So my answer is 12 over 16. But then remember we did fractions. Now you could break it up. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 8 is 16. There's your 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. There's your 1. So y is 3 over 4. Okay? Now, we still have I know we're done, but just hold on. Now, what if we copy this part here? So I'm going to show you that that's not the only way you could do it. All right? You need to do it. You could do it anyway. All right? So Nimsi said take out the -8y. So what if you want to take out the -2? Right? Let's just finish this part. What if you wanted to do that? So what do? We have to add a 2 on both sides. Okay? See that? And then what comes down? The -8y equals, so let's see, what's -14 plus 2? I'll do the T chart. and that's negative 12, right, plus 8y, right? You see that? So now if I threw an arrow, I threw the negative 2, what am I going to throw the other way? What am I going to throw from this side, the right side? Am I going to do the negative 12? Well, there's a y here, so I'm going to do the y, right? So how am I going to make it a 0? Natalie, are you back? Natalie? How am I going to make it a 0? How about Ethan? Ethan, are you still taking notes? Can you answer that question? How am I going to get rid of the 8y? Ethan? Yeah, he's
What happened, Mr. Saya?
oh, forget it. I'll make sure I won't call on you. All right, here we go. So Denise, what do we do? It's a negative 8y, right? Thank you.
Then it's going to be negative 16y.
Right, so then this is going to be negative 16y equals negative 12. And now we have a y. So then we have to divide by negative 16 because I want the 1, right? So there's your 1. So what's negative divided by negative is positive. 12 over 16, and you get the same thing. Well, mister, can I do 2 times 6 and 4 times 4? Yeah, but then you could do one of the 4s. You could do 2 times 2, and then 6, you could do 2 times 3. So you got 2, this one, and then this one is 2 times 3, and then this 4, and this 4, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. So here's your giant 1, and you're left with 3 on the numerator, and 2 times 2 is 4 on the denominator. Okay, so there you go. Y is equal to 3/4. You get the same thing, guys. You see? So that was the whole purpose of you understand, making sure that you understand that it doesn't matter. Don't get stuck. All right. So that's your notes. Let me go ahead and take attendance. All right. Let's see.